Okay, I know y'all. Huh? Got to. Ellen. What hell? No. The 80s in the building. Hi. I'm gonna go outside. Yeah, shit. Dark. Hi. Oh, shit, it's cold out here. Hi, let me see. Okay. Hi, starts with an A. Hi, Angel. Polly Wolf. Hi, Mark Donison. Telling ya. Right. Hi, I will see you, what's your name? I'm trying to get your name there. Hang on, I have to brighten my screen here. I hate it when it gets dark. Hi, Jelani. My hair is getting long. I have to clean the lens on the camera here. Hi, hi all of y'all. Telling ya. How was the kids? They're good. Not bad. Telling ya. Great. So I have to. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna go on this Hyundai. Actually, I'm just gonna go on this Mercury. Cold out here. Here you go. I'm gonna turn on the lights in here. Hi, Jason. I should leave that on. Hi, Angel. Hi, how was the Mercury? Well, the Mercury's good. My car's good. I haven't used it much, though, lately. I should, though. Mark says, love your videos, 80s and 90s. Nice. Well, I got more of those still. Got more of them still coming. So, it's dark in here. It's too dark in here. Hang on. How do I... There we go. For now. Now see. How's it going? Angel says, how's it going? It's good. I'm fine. I don't have I have no issues with depression or anything. Or anxiety. I haven't had much lately. But I still get it here and there, but it's not too much. So Timothy says, hello man. How are you doing today? I'm doing really good. Thank you very much. Let me see, what else? What should I talk about today? I'm in this Mercury right now. It's good. That's good to hear, man. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm all good. I mean, I'm thinking. See, I applied a AutoZone down the street, and the manager's telling me. I actually talked to the manager himself, and that was because it's online only, So I applied there. They say it's a part-time job, which is perfect for me. And then he told me that he would call me on Monday. I mean, because I told him, I mentioned it to the manager that I do have 30 years of experience working on cars, so I know a lot of parts. So that's the first thing they asked me when I went over to AutoZone to apply. So what else? Yeah. Yeah, fix my teeth. It's hurt. Yeah, I need to, I don't know when. Just want to pull them out. Just gonna wait. Yeah. My hair is getting long. I have to cut my hair. I'll probably stay on this for at least maybe a good 2 hours. I don't know. It depends, like, I tend to stay on a long time if I don't get a lot of people here, because I want to be able to give everybody a chance to say hi. Hi, Corey. Hi. Mark says, you need a haircut too, huh, Mark? Yeah. I cut my hair once every probably month, maybe. Sometimes I take a little longer, but I usually like my hair. Hi, Michael Storm. The one you showed me a picture of a LTD that you had at one time. It was you said it was brown or something. I knew someone who had a brown Ford LTD one time. I knew someone who had one of those, just like this car, but it was in the Ford version. I'm gonna turn on the lights. Just like the light doesn't work on this side of the dash. Yeah. So, anyways, my car. Yeah. So, what else? Yeah. So, I'm gonna see how it goes with my job. I'm gonna see how it goes. What happens in the next week or so. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm trying to figure out what days or what times are the best times for me to do these live shots, because I'm trying to fill in for everybody's schedule, as much as I can. But I'm doing random times, but I'm doing the weekend today. I'm doing Saturday today, because I would take it that many people are off on that day. So, hi, Corey. Do you still got that Chevrolet S10? Well, that S10, that was a company car, but they kept it until, well, they kept it until like around 2011 or something like that. But that truck had, it had like 250,000 miles on it, and then they sold it. That truck was pretty good, it was not bad. The engine and transmission were actually really good on it. It never broke on that truck. But everything else did though. Everything else broke on that truck, but the engine and transmission were actually pretty good. They never broke. But the clutch master cylinder was a common problem on that truck. And then everything else. Hi, SoCal, or SoCal, 1992. Hi, Mark Damison. Mark Damison says, Polly Wolf, I agree. It shows how good the 90s music, the 90s scene was. Modern music, yeah, the modern, in my opinion on that, the modern music, like if it's deep house and if it's not like glorifying some like certain people, or if it's not glorifying and it's deep house music, I like it, you know. Or if it sounds similar to 80s, then I like it, you know. Then yeah, if it's not glorifying an artist or anything like that. Hi, Bazooka, Bazooka Joe. Hi. It's not bad. I'm doing pretty good. Not bad. Let me see. I'm really enjoying the 90s videos you have. No, very, very nice, Korean girls. Let me see. Hi, Korean girls. That's good. Bazooka Joe says that's good. Very nice. Telling you. You're gonna hear me say telling you a lot. So, that's me, you know. Young Beast Gaming. Hi. Young Beast Gaming says, how do you have so many videos? How many more do you have? What are you gonna do when you run out? Well, running out, I think, is kind of like not even in my vocabulary because I have so much. I have a lot to upload, you know. I have a ton. How do I have so many? Because of recording almost every day, you know, like since the 80s, you know. I didn't record literally every day, but I recorded very often, starting from 1988 until today. And today I'm still making videos, still making how you call it, life videos. You know, like life in the 80s, life in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, everything. You know, I'm still making videos like I did in the 80s. Still am. I'm still doing it today. And so, I mean, I recorded very often since that day, so that's where I have all these videos. I have a ton of them, you know. And I still have, and what would I do if I would ever run out of videos? Well, I would just record today's videos. But, it'll be a long way before I run out because I have a ton of videos, especially from the 90s and the 2000s because, 90s. Yeah, because I was able to record the entire decade of 90s. Unfortunately, I was not able to record and much of 80s, but at least I got some better than nothing, I would suppose. Corey the Ram says, how do you feel about modern cars and trucks nowadays compared to the 80s? I drive a 95 Silverado. It's a very reliable truck. I would believe in that, you know, because especially if they're stick, but today's modern cars, you know what I don't like in today's modern cars is the price of fixing them, you know, because, you know, like, and then, you know, the quality is not as good in today's cars as they were back then, you know, like some cars are pretty good. They're less complicated than the old days, and they're a little bit cheaper, I would probably believe. While they're more simple, the cars are less complicated back then, you know, like in today's cars, you got these electronic key fobs, and you got these transponder keys and these computer chip keys that cost more than the car to fix, or that cost more than the car to buy. Yeah. Where do I work? Well, Angel is asking me. Hi, Angel. Angel is asking me, where do I work? Well, I'm not working at the moment. I'm only a stay-at-home dad. But I'm hoping to get a job at AutoZone this coming Monday. But I'm gonna see what happens though. But otherwise, I'm not necessarily in a hurry to work. But I'm just gonna wait for the right person, so to speak. Hi, see California, Nadian, the ride. Few words to say hi there from Quebec City, Canada. Oh, very nice. It must be really cold up there right now, huh? Hip Hop is asking me, am I in the garage? No, I'm not. I'm in my car, in my Mercury. in the Mercury Marquis because it's kind of cold outside today. Hi, hip hop. Jason Olsen says, "Hi, Jason. Uh, did did they ever catch the guy that stole your Mazda? Nah, hell no, not even. Shit, but however, though, I did on my friend. I had a neighbor who actually saw the guy driving my Mazda, my red car." And even me, believe it or not. Now this is a crazy story. I mean, I actually personally caught the guy driving around in my car in that Mazda while I was driving my new Mazda. And so a crazy story here is I gave chase on that guy, to that guy. He was like this Mexican guy, like one of those illegal. I'm not bashing any illegals or anything. He's like one of those typical Mexican guys who can't get a job, or I mean, because of the status. That he was one of those. He was one of those kind of people that had actually stolen the car, and I gave chase to him. I gave chase to him, and he was scared the shit of me, and so he got away by running a red light, and then I seen him a couple more times after that. And then that's the last time I heard from him. And then that's when they found my car like 3 months later, all stripped down and stuff. Shit. Yeah, that was a crazy experience that I had, to actually confront the person who actually stole my car, to actually confront him. But but the thing about it, I have to be very wary about doing that because they can have a gun. But I mean, I didn't care. I was like pretty upset of him having my car, and to imagine how that feels, to come around your car, someone else driving the car that's your car, like, and you want your car back, like shit, the way it felt. Shit, I tell you. Hi, Braun. Hi, Gilbert. Did they ever went to your senior prom? Did you ever senior? No, I never did any proms, unfortunately, because I didn't have any girlfriends or anything, and I was too shy. I was just too shy back in the day. SoCal 1992 says, I have an '02 Accord 5-speed manual, and it's on. Yeah, I mean, man, that's a good car right there. Manual transmissions. I mean, I was hearing about, like some Hondas are dwindling on the quality, and it's mostly the transmissions. Only the automatic transmissions, automatics, they're dwindling on the quality, but they're otherwise still good cars. I mean, I have a '05 Element, and that car's been pretty good so far. I mean, I don't drive it that much, but but 5-speed while stick shift are good cars. I mean, I used to have a 2000 Accord one time before. I mean, my mom, I bought it off of my mom, so to speak. I just took over the payments, but later on, though, I had to let go of the car because I mean, I really couldn't afford it. So that was a nice car too. It was a leather interior and everything. It was really cool. I'll put up a video one day of that car. So 10, 10 negative 10 Celsius. Wow, that's wow, that's cold. Damn, man. I mean, I could barely handle it at that 40 degrees Celsius. I could barely handle it over here at 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now it's about 45 right now over here. And then Mark Damison says no, steam has frozen. Well, yeah, steam. Yeah, well, yeah. When you blow air, it freezes. Yeah. Hip Hop says, do you eat at Popeye's chicken? Yes, we do. Here and there. We go there here and there. But Jenny Lynn doesn't really like to walk up there, though. She don't like to walk anywhere. Well, anyway, and then Hi, Cogent24. Is that how you pronounce your name? Hi. Mark Jamison says, got the steam back. Phew. I'm telling you. Right. Bless his soul. Hi. What were your favorite movies back then? If you're talking about 90s and 80s, well, 80s. I liked Rocky 3, I tell you. I mean, that was a good show. I mean, I loved it. And then I liked the show Popeye. No, where what's his name starred in it. I mean, shit, what's his name? The one that killed himself. God, what was his name? Popeye, like the one that played Popeye. Well, anyway, so Bazooka Joe said, I have a 96 Regal non-bill injected, and I can't seem to get it to start. Seems like the carburetor is not getting. Yeah, you know what? I mean, well, I mean, if that car, like, what would my experience say about it? If I, well, I mean, sometimes like hey, if it doesn't start, you might want to check like all the ignition system, the fuel pump. Check the fuel pump, and then or even the spark plugs too. But I would say you could check the fuel, like if fuel is getting in there or not. Or sometimes, even like the ignition system or the distributor. Check the distributor also. I mean, that's right off the bat that I can think of. I have a 2000 Honda Accord as well, and the transmission went out on. Oh yeah, I mean, I've heard stories like that. 70,000 miles. Yeah, I've heard it before. For the automatics. I had a 2001 Honda Civic, and the transmission did die on that car. I mean, it had 140,000 miles, but I mean, it died though. The transmission did die on my Honda Civic, and then yeah, I mean, it's just the transmissions that I do hear that's bad. That's dwindling on the quality of the Hondas. But I mean, the car's still good otherwise. I mean, they're still good cars otherwise. If it's a stick, then you have it. You're good to go on that. That's what I hear anyway. Braun says, "Hi Gilbert. Do you want your? Did you? No, I didn't go to any proms. Too bad." Angel says, "When were you born? How old are you?" When was I born? 1970, August, and I'm 48 right now. I'll be 49 this coming August. Yeah. When was I born? If I would add, I was born in San Diego. I'll add that. Uh, Co Cogent says yes, it is. Cogent 24 says Karate Kid was. I liked that show too. I mean, I think I liked the scene when Miyagi gave him a car for his birthday. That was pretty cool. I like that part. And then how happy he was to get that car. That 1940s Ford. Yeah, yeah, Rocky. I mean, I liked Ghostbusters and everything. I mean, I liked a lot of the movies that they played, but I mean, I was not really that much into movies, that much. I liked Breakin', Breakin', if you remember that. Breakin', and then I remember Beat Street, and I liked Herbie and Superman. I love those shows. While Herbie and Superman 2, and Superman 3, but it was more like Superman and Superman 2. I loved those shows, those movies. Yeah. Jesse said, or Braun said, Karate Kid is my favorite movie. Very nice. Yeah, I like that show. I mean, I mean, not so much number two, but number one, the first one I liked. Michael Storm says, Robin. Oh, it was Robin Williams. Yes, that's what I remember. Robin Williams, and he was also the same one that played. Yeah, Morgan Wind. Yeah. Yeah, but unfortunately, this Robin Williams, he killed himself. I think he had depression, from what I heard, and he hung himself or some. Depression. See that? Depression is something. I mean, and he was famous or rich or whatever, but it didn't stop the depression, unfortunately. So I tell you, I mean, I wish I'd be able to tell someone even like him what I did to get rid of a depression on me. I mean, all I can tell you is my depression is gone. It's gone. I killed depression. You know, I killed it. Yeah, I'm a murderer of depression. That's what I am. I killed depression using my bike. This one right here. You're gonna see it right here. Hang on. I killed my depression using these and everything else. I used these. I used all these things as my weapons to kill depression and anxiety. These are my weapons to kill my depression and anxiety. That's what I did. That's how I killed my depression. So, let me see. Yeah. Okay. Bazooka Joe says, well, yeah. I mean, Bazooka Joe, I would just say, go find out when you start the car or when you try to start the car, try to see, like, you could get the coil wire and point it on a metal part and see if it sparks while you're trying to crank it. You'll see that's to check the ignition system. And for the fuel, you just go look into the carburetor and pump it. Pump the gas to see if you could see gasoline squirting into the carburetor. And then that's how you could test it. Yeah. Mark Damson, Back to the Future. Well, yeah, that was an interesting show. That show was interesting. And Terminator. And I also loved the show. What's the name of that movie? I also loved Running Man too. I love that show. Running and Predator and all the Schwarzenegger movies. They were kind of fun. So Terminator, and then I think it was Terminator 2, and yeah. Let me see. Trying to catch up on the comments here. Karate Kid. Okay. Electrica 84. Hi, Electrica 84. It shows your record collection. Okay, I'll get on the record collection now. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna try to catch up with these comments. Scene or Sean Marcus. Hi. Let's see. Do you remember when Marco beat? I don't know who that person is. Braun, wow, Saturday Night. Braun mentioned Saturday Night Fever. Yeah, I haven't really watched that show, but Breaking is cool. That's the movie, yes. Mark on Dennison says, hey, Gil, I loved that video of your brother getting his first PC. Oh, yeah. That's big time, huh? Oh, man, I tell you, he paid $3,000 for that computer, too. Yeah, that's like, what was in my mind when he had that computer? When he got it, I was saying, wow, this is shit, $3,000, man. Damn, where is he getting that money, man? Well, he charged it on his credit card, But $3,000 back then is equivalent to like about $5,000 in today's money, maybe even more, Because back then, the minimum wage back then in 1995 was something like maybe $5 or something like that. So no way I would have been able to. No way I would have invested on one of those, because I didn't have the money, I tell you. Let me see. Sean Marcus says, "Do you remember the Nintendo 64?" Yeah, I had one of those. I really liked that game too. I loved that. I mean, I loved the Mario Brothers 64. I love that game. I mean, and then I loved Glover. I loved Rayman 2. I love that game too. I mean, there's a number of these role-playing games that I really liked. Tell you. What's your favorite 80s video game? Angel is asking me, what's my favorite 80s? I think I would say my favorite 80s video game was probably Mario Brother 3 and Mega Man, any of the Mega Mans, and I think DuckTales. They were probably some of my favorites ever in my life. And probably, and then if well, the Genesis came out in late 80s, but I got the Genesis in 1990. But if we're talking about 80s, I mean, for the 80s, it was Mario Brothers 3. It came out in 1990, wasn't it? But, I mean, I don't know. I think that came out in 1990, right? I mean, well, anyway, but I liked the Atari, like, I mean, my favorite game for the Atari was how we call it, Mario. It was no. What was it? No, my favorite car. It was a Tunnel Runner and what's the other name of that game? And Solar Fox. Okay, Jason Olson's asking me, "Hey Gil, can you do another bike video?" Yeah, I'm gonna try doing that. I'm gonna consider doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and plan doing that. I mean, I don't know when though. I mean, but I want to do it though. Do a bike tour in West Covina. I want to do that again, but I just need to try to find some time for that. Or, I mean, I got to make myself get out there and do it. And maybe along the way I can meet some of you. I know Leva. I mean, it was Jerry Leva. He wanted me to. He's not on here right now, but anyways. Well, Braun is asking me, did you ever watch Ghostbusters and Saturday Night? Well, I know I watched both of them, or well, Saturday Night Fever. I mean, I did. I mean, if I can remember, I mean, I didn't really watch it too many times, but Angel is asking me, or Angel says Scarface. Oh yeah, my Hector loved that show. It was his ultimate favorite, also Scarface. Oh yeah, major time. Yeah, Bee Gees made that. I mean, yeah, Mark Dennison, yeah. Electronics or Electrics 84 is asking me, do I still like freestyle? Oh, boy, do I. Do I ever. Do I still love it. I still love freestyle. I love it all still. I mean, it's a great memory. It's always a great memory. Yeah. Oh, yeah, major time. Yeah. Forever, I meant. Let me see. Braun says, how about Ghostbusters? Oh, yeah, okay, he's talking to someone else. Into the chopper. Yes, yeah, definitely Ghostbusters, yeah. Hi, Gil. I'm driving, but I'm listening. Hi, O3. Hi. Hi, let me see. It's hard for me to read. Hi, Mike. It's hard to pronounce it. Mike. The one that starts with the M. Hi. Do you ever get anxiety? Well, let me see. Sean Marcus is asking me. Well, I mean, anxiety was like a big issue for me before, and I still get it. I mean, I still get it, but anxiety gets killed every time I go out and ride this bike, or do any of the other hobbies. It kills it every time. So, I mean, anxiety is never an issue to me. It's hardly an issue anymore because I kill it. I kill the anxiety like I do with bug on bugs. I'm gonna tell you. Playboy. Braun is asking me, how much was that Playboy magazine? Braun, you're a funny man. I don't know. I mean, that my brothers are the ones that own that Playboy magazine, not me, you know. But I mean, the last time I heard, they were probably like maybe $3, $4, $5, and I'm guessing, you know. I mean, I'm guessing around that range, you know. And then Corey, the Ram, love what you do, man. I'm fairly new. Oh, that's really nice to hear of that. Hi, Corey. I mean, that's nice to hear of that. You know, I mean, I love that. I mean, I love to do this. I mean, 90s and 80s. Well, I got more to come. I always have more coming. You know, I'm telling you. Mark Dennison is saying, "Wow, $3,000. Oh yeah, major time. Shit, it cost more than a car back then. You know. Imagine what you would get now for that price piece. Well, you can get a badass gaming PC right now with that money, but even less than that. I mean, you can get a badass PC, gaming PC for half of that price right now. You can get it well, right now. I mean, shit, even the cheapest computer beats the hell out of that $3,000 computer. I mean, even the cheapest $200 computer will beat the hell out of that one. I tell you. Mike says, "Do you ever shop at Montgomery?" Did I? Yeah, I bought a number of things at Montgomery Ward. I even bought one of my camcorders. I bought this camcorder. Actually, I don't know if I. Hang on. Well, I don't. Hang on. I bought this. I bought this camcorder at Montgomery Ward, and I'm the original owner of this. I'm the original owner of this. Has he get my name? There's my name on there. Yeah, Montgomery Ward was a big thing to me, you know. So let me see. Okay, Thomas. Hi, Thomas. The Last Ninja on Commodore 64 is the best game. Oh yeah, very nice. The Commodore, yeah, the Commodores. And then I'm catching up with the comments here. Dennison, I love the Atari 800 XL. Still have a few of them, huh? What would you say was your favorite on the Atari? Well, if we're talking about the computer, I loved Frogger. Frogger was really good, you know. I tell ya. Dennison, totally agree. And let me see. Hi, Brian Propst. Hi from North Carolina. I love your reviews of the sales ads. Oh yeah, really? Kia purchase, yeah. Well, if you want any more information about this Kia, I mean, I can answer every question about it because I still have the car right now, and the car is doing pretty good, you know. I haven't had a problem with it. Yeah, it has 85,000 miles on it. Yeah, I mean, I try to be as, real as possible, you know. Braun is asking me how much we're moving. Braun is asking me how much were movie tickets back then. I think movie tickets are probably maybe a few bucks if I can remember. Maybe $5. I can't really remember very well. But it was probably around there, $3 to $5 maybe. Mark Dennison says, "Hi Gilbert, I ride to work every day on the electric bike. Have you ever thought..." Yeah, I used to have an electric bike, actually. I had one, but I sold it. I mean, but I sold it because I was not really using it that much, because I actually liked the regular ones better. I don't know why, but I mean, I just don't have motivation for using electric bikes. But I mean, because my job was too far. I mean, was too far to use a bike, you know. Because You still in California? I'm from Canada. I lived in California all my life. And Sean Marcus is asking. I lived in California all my life. Canada, okay. Hi. Let me see. I'm trying to with Evan. Hi, Evan. I'm from Texas. Very good. It's probably hot up there, huh? Or kind of, is it? Yeah, let me see. I'm still trying to catch up with the comments. I think I'm getting there now. Let me see. Mike says, "Oh wow, the shoulder cameras." Oh yeah, the shoulder camera. That's the VHSs, you know. That's my VHS camcorder. That's what I had from going on to 88 until like 96. But I did 8mm in the early 90s, and then I went back to the VHSs because I felt like I liked the VHSs better because of the convenience of the cassettes, being able to play back on a regular VCR, you know. That's why I liked them better. Michael Storm says, have you ever been to the East Coast before? East, if you're talking about like going towards New York, never. The furthest I've ever been is Las Vegas and Arizona. I mean, that's the furthest ever. Yeah. I mean, Arizona, and I have videos, of course. I have videos of Bullhead City, Arizona, you know. I'm going to post those up one of these times. Yeah. Yeah, Tethys. Yeah. Have you ever been to, so, let me see. Rudy said, can we message in Facebook? Well, I'll see. I'll see what I can do about that. O3 has a thumbs up. Very nice. Telling you. Rudy's asking me, can I upload Friendlyware? Well, how would I do that? Angel's asking me, have I ever watched Breaking Bad? I don't think I ever watched the show before. I know I've heard of it. Bron said, did you go to Las Vegas when you turned 21? Well, I was 22 when I went to Vegas for the first time. Yeah, when my stepdad got married. Yeah. XXR3 Tro Boys XX says hi. 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 Okay. So, telling you. Let me see. Kaylee World with Sarah Bra Petsy says, hi, do you like older technology better than the well, in all honesty there, the older technology is fun to play with because it's my memory. It's fun to play with, but I actually like the newer technology stuff better because they're more sophisticated and it's more convenient with how things are today. I mean, I like today's technology better because they're better and they're cheaper, you know. But of course, you know, the older stuff is fun to play with though, because to remember how my life was before all these new things came out, you know. Mike says, Gilbert, what do you miss about the 80s that you can do now? What do I miss about biking? I would say bikes. About the 80s? Well, I would say biking, you know. I did a lot of biking in the 80s. I used beach cruisers, and I used a road bike like this one here. I used one of these. Let me see. I mean, I had that. I had those in the '80s, and I could still do that today. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, what else do I miss about the '80s that I can do now? Oh, I misread something. What do I miss about the '80s that I can't do? I thought I said can. Oh, okay. What? I mean, well, I actually put up a video about that the other day. I mean, like what existed in the '80s that I wish existed today. I did put a video up like that the other day, but I'm gonna make a quick thing that what I wish, what I miss about the '80s that I can't do now. Well, I mean, it's a complicated thing to answer, but I'll answer it as soon as it gets in my mind, like where I could. Let me see. And yeah, Mike, you should actually go to one of my videos because I actually talked about that the other day, like about I mean what I missed or what existed in the '80s that doesn't exist that I wish existed right now. Yes, but one of those things is a stick shift car. I mean, I wish that they had stick shift cars. You know, at least more of them. They do. They have stick shift cars right now, but they don't have as much variety of them, you know. Have you ever been? Evan is asking me, have I ever been to Anaheim? Oh, yeah, I've been there dozens of times. Anaheim, California. I've been there a lot of times. Okay. And then O3 says, funny when Hector, why did you use your Pep Boys credit card for tires and alignment when he told him that he still, yeah, oh yeah, because he owed me money. That's why. I mean, he used my credit card. Hector, back in the time, you know, he was really bad with money, and so he had bankruptcy and stuff, and so he didn't have any credit cards, you know, so. And he had no way of being able to buy things on credit, and he used to borrow my credit cards. He used to borrow my credit cards or borrow money from me, my credit card to buy stuff. But I put a limit on how much he could borrow because I wanted to make sure that he's not going to mess me up, you know. I wanted to be sure that he was not going to mess me up, so I kind of limited on how much he could borrow, you know. I mean, and also at the same time, I was trying to get him to be good with money, you know, because like in my opinion, since I had some experience on working on cars back then, looking at the tires that he had, you know, they were still pretty good, you know. I mean, very good, but he just wanted some new ones, you know, even though they were still good. Yeah, well, that was just the example, you know. So. And let me see. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with more comments. So, hi, googly eyes. Hi, I'll just call you googly eyes. From Austin, Texas. You're from Texas, huh? Braun says, Gilbert, do you remember going to San Francisco when you're? Well, I've been up there when I was a kid, like around 5, 6 years old. I was up there, but I went up there recently, like back like a few years ago. I went to San Francisco recently, and I have a video up for that too. And then, okay, trying to read something here. VAR. It starts like that. She says it. He or she is asking me, "Hey Gil, I grew up in the Covina, and this is really neat." Oh yeah, big time. So out of all people, you guys are the luckiest ones right now because I have tons of videos of those exact areas that you lived in, you know, or grew up. So I mean, for those of you who live in the Covina area or nearby, you guys are the luckiest because you get to see how your own city looked back then because that's where I happened to live then, you know. Corey, the fam says, thought on general, my thoughts. Yeah, my thoughts. Well, my thoughts about that is like, I mean, I don't like to talk crap or anything, but I mean, but my quick thoughts about that is that that's what they get for not like focusing on their quality, because like I don't like to talk shit, but because I've always known for some of those cars to be really bad quality, and then I feel like that's what they get for not making the cars better, like in better quality. I mean, cause I always hear stories about some cars, some of their products, like where the transmissions die. I mean, die like really early, like at 30 or 40,000 miles, especially on cars that they had just came up with. Or I mean, I heard it one time, like that. Like instead of perfecting their current engines or transmission, they come up with some new engine and new transmission, and then they go bad, and then they go bad really early because they're trying it out, right? But my opinion and my thoughts about all this is that GM should just stick with the same engine, like, and perfect it instead of like trying some new one, and like the well, that's my thoughts about it. I mean, I like their cars. I mean, but I would not want to buy one because of all the bad things that I heard about them, and I've been through the experiences myself. Well, anyway, uh, do I do like the 80s more than, yeah? Kaylee World says, yeah, well, yeah, 80s. The 80s is kind of more unique because it's even older. Because we had fewer technologies back then. Things were pretty different in the 80s because we had less technology then. So Nate is bad association says, Gil, hey buddy, hi. I mean, hi, Nate. Mike says I will find that video. Okay, yeah, I'll go look. Well, yeah, I have that video up there talking about exactly what you asked me earlier. Sean says, were you an Elvis Presley? Nah. I mean, I'm just neutral. I mean, I liked his music, but it's not like I was totally a fan or anything. I mean, let me see. Ed. I'm trying to read the name. Ed says, hi, Ed. I really appreciate your 80s vlogs of just everyday life. Yeah, I mean, it's what I do best, I tell you. I mean, it's like it's always been fun for me to do that even back then. I loved making videos all the time. That's how I was born. That's what was like me. So, Jig Show says, "Hey, Gil, do you think 80s is or not that old?" Well, my 80s is getting old now. Well, it's going on to 40 years old pretty soon. Like next year, 1980 will be 40 years old. Yeah, I tell you. Michael Storm says, one thing I miss about the 80s is being young. Well, yeah, I do. I miss being young, I would say. I mean, I miss my strength, but who says that you're gonna miss your strength if you take care of yourself? You'll keep your strength. Like me riding the bikes all the time, I feel as good as I did back then. As long as I take care of myself, I'm okay. Let me see. Ed says, do you still enjoy watching your? Oh yeah, I mean, do I still enjoy watching my own videos? Yes, I do. Oh yeah, major time. I mean, it's always fun to remember my days. I love it's fun to remember my old days, and remembering my life, So, Kaylee says, how was the school system back then in the 80s? Where your school? Well, all I can say about the school back then is like, I mean, it was more safer, put it that way. I mean, I would say that. Because, you know, riding my bike in my old school, like in the recent years, recent months. I mean, it's all gated up now. My old school is all gated up now. But back then it was not. I mean, it was not all gated up. But now today it is. It's more safer. I think schools were more safer then. I mean, we felt more safer back in the day, We felt more safe, I would say, in school. And that was back then. Cogent says, you have the most underrated. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You should have millions of. Well, yeah. I think because a lot of people are into this guava juice and this guava juice guy. And I mean, like, with this million Orbeez in a pool, or Jello in his pool, or whatever, or swimming in noodles. More like too many people that's into that kind of stuff. It's mostly youngsters. And Liza Kikashi. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't care. It's gonna catch up eventually. As far as I'm finding something different, unique. I'm unique. My videos are unique because not too many people have and made them. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I'm okay with that though. I mean, well, because I know that it's. I mean, I feel like more and more people are checking out these old videos now these days. I'm getting more and more these days, which is interesting. It's nice to chime in to everybody what things used to be, what it used to be without all this technology and stuff. Yeah. Let me see. Extra Tro says, by the way, I love your 80s and 90s. Well, thank you very much. I've still got more coming. Hi, old kids, John. Hi. And then old kids says, in 30 years, everybody will be able to look on the street views from 2006 everywhere. Yeah, I would probably think so. I would, even me, and I'm going to be the one who's going to post them up, too. Just kidding. Well, anyway, street views. Yeah, because that's Google, right? That's Google Earth. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Because yeah, we can now. I mean, we can, that's one thing that's going to be neat. Because they do save that. They save it on the system. And I was even actually able to see how this house looked in 2007 and stuff. 30 years, yeah. Gil, do you think 80s is old but not that old? Well, I answered that one. Well, I mean, the 80s is getting old. I mean, the 80s, it's going to be 40 years old. When 2020 comes, 1980 will be 40 years old there. I tell you. Mark Dennison says, Gilbert, I really like going back to time watching you. Well, yeah, I mean, I tell you, I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Welcome to my time machine. Whenever you want to go back in time, you just tell me. I'll take you to any time you want to go, as long as it's not older than 1988. Anyways, Dennison says, cold. Yeah, totally agree. Let's see. Evans, Martinez, Gil. I miss the 80s. Cars, music. Yeah. I had some aspects that I missed, but I mean, I'm okay. What can I say? But the music, I mean, I missed my childhood. I would say it was fun while I was there. What can I say? But at least I have the videos to remember it. To remember my 80s. And even my voice vlogs on those audio cassettes. at least. So, Angel says, "What? How did you think of the future was going to be in the 80s?" Well, the future, you know what? I had no clue. Going back, dating back to the 80s, like, what did I think? I had no imagination. It's funny because, like, what did I think was going to happen? Well, you know what? It's funny because I didn't think that cassettes would ever disappear. And it's kind of funny because I didn't think that CDs or cassettes or landlines would ever disappear, and I didn't think that cell phones would ever take over. I didn't think that back then. I didn't have an imagination. I didn't have any imaginations of things like that back then. So I mean, I was just living the way things were with cassettes and records and CDs, and I felt like nothing was ever gonna replace it, and boy was I wrong. And you know what? I had no imagination about, like the cell phones and touch screens. I had no imaginations of things like that. I didn't even really come to my mind. But I mean, I'm sure people did. But for me, I didn't think anything would ever replace cassettes or CDs or things like that. That's back then. Well, okay, let me see. How do you think? Um, Googly Eyes says, it looks like Googly Eyes anyway. So would you donate some of your videos to the city for historical reasons? Well, it kind of depends. I mean, like if I would get paid for, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but it depends. It just depends. Like perhaps when I die, maybe. I mean, I would probably sell off all of my videos to a museum or whatever, but if it goes that far. Well, anyway, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, it depends. It just depends on how it would go about. Jig, let me see. Jig How says, I wish I was in the 80s, but too bad I missed out on the fun. Oh well. Now, well, I mean, you just watch my videos and you can join in the fun. You just come with me in my time machine, and you'll experience the 80s using my videos. Angel says, I wish I was born in the 80s. Yeah, well, you just watch my videos and you could pretend that you're born in the 80s. Yeah. And you'll feel like you're in the 80s. Let me see. Ed 718. There's a helicopter right there. It's a helicopter. Well, anyways, Ed says, I was born in 1981, and when you point out that soon 1980, well, 40 years old makes me feel, oh man. Well, I was born in 1970, and I still feel like a 13-year-old. I still feel like I'm 19. Well, anyway. Well, anyways, so. Sean says you were born in 1992, huh? Hi, Ricky. Ricky Moore. Hi. Anyways. Let me see. Ed says, I'm glad that I have good memories starting around 1983. That's good, though. I mean, it's just nice to have good memory. Most of the 80s, too. I just didn't think about recording it all out, man. Well, cameras are expensive then. Oh, Electronics is asking, can I break dance? Nah, I can't really. It's hard for me to do that. Are you a vlog? Hip hop is asking me if I'm a vlogger. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I am, of course. I'm telling you. Trying to. Oh yeah, one of you. I mean, which one of you was it that was asking me to show a my record collection? Hang on, I have to. Is everything connected again? Am I ever gonna go skydiving and record it? Nope. I'm too afraid of skydiving. I think I could do it, but not with myself. John Doe says, "Where's the beef?" I remember that commercial. There was Wendy's. Remember that? Let me see. Okay, it was Electro that was asking me about my record collection. Jig says I was born in 2000s, but I'm not like those youngsters who like to. Yeah, oh, that's good. I mean, that's the way to go. That sets you apart, actually, which is a nice thing. What's up with that? Thoughts on? Sean is asking me, what's my thought about Donald Trump? Well, I'm 100% neutral. I'm neutral about it. Trump, and I'm hearing all the things that people, and I'm kind of neutral, you know. I'm neutral about it. I really don't have much to say about Trump, you know. I mean, but I feel like some things are benefiting me, I think, but I don't know. Well, I'm gonna put my phone here because my record collection is here. Hope the phone is not gonna fall. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take these down. I can show it to you guys. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I want something else I want to drink down. Hang on. Take it down. So, take it down for now. Need it. I feel like I'm a forklift. Okay, now. Go. Create a group or something? No, I never did. But I know it was like a stereo shop. No, I never bought anything there. Do I have electro? I have a my Michael Jackson Thriller album. Yes, I do. I have that record, and I'm the original owner of it too. Sean is asking me if I played Mario 64. Well, that was one of my favorite games on the Nintendo 64. Let's see. Gotta open up these records. Yeah, the records. Some of these records got ruined in the water. Damn it. It pissed me off. Yeah, water, man. It's like it's really damaging on these things, man. Her guys. Huh. Let's see. Hey, hi guys. Hi, King J. XX is saying, have you played Grand Theft? No, I never actually played that game, Grand Theft Auto. Let's see, these are some of our original records. We're the original owners. I'm coughing with all the dust from these records because I think it's melted and stuff because of the water, you know. I'm the original owner of this record right here. Thompson Twins. Let me see. I'm going to take some of these out so I can have room to. Let's see. Have I owned a Nintendo? Yes, I have one right here. I had one in the 80s. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. So, these are all my records. A lot of these I collected, you know, like in the last like decade or so. But I mean, Commodore. My phone is running out of gas. Tina Turner, Crocus. I'm gonna put these over here more. Motley Crue. You know, I'm the original owner of some of these. Chicago. Have I ever? Yeah, but I never really actually used them. I've owned some, but I never used them because they were like my dad's or my mom's. Oh yeah, this is LP music. I'm the original owner. We're the original owner of this record and this one. Thompson Twins, Prince, Expose. Did I ever learn to speak Spanish? Cato Sucks is asking me. No, never. No, unfortunately, I never did. Curlless. I don't have any. Silk is asking me. I don't have any unopened records. I really don't have any. Cato Sucks says, I enjoy your vlog. Well, why, thank you very much. Hip hop is telling me. Oh. Oh, yeah, I guess so, huh? Hip hop is telling me. Let me see. Well, the betas and yeah. How many vinyls do I got? I probably have an estimated 200. Have I ever listened to NWA? Well, I never heard of that before, but this is a famous record right here. Thank you very much. Johnny O. Highways of Love. Yeah, well, I do have a record player on me, but I don't have it with me. I mean, I don't have it hooked up, and it's gonna be in these records. It's gonna be in these big boxes, and it'd be kind of a lot of trouble to get them out right now. The Eagles, I have the Eagles. I'm the original owner of this, and this, and this. Not this too. I'm the original owner of this. This, no. Some of these, this is the Michael Jackson record. That I'm the original owner of this. My brothers got me this, you know, as a thank you back in the day for letting them use my bike, you know, like my Beach Cruiser. I'm the original owner of this record. I'm telling you. So, I'm the original owner of these. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm the original owner of these, some of these. But a lot of these records that I have here, I mean, we had them back in the day, or we knew somebody who had them. Inexus? No, I don't have any from that group. Well, yeah, Electro is asking me if I have Prince and Michael Jackson record. Yes, I do. I have them. This is Michael Jackson right here. And I do have a Prince record. And then I have Marcus Dennison is going to sleep now. Okay. It's calling me. Sleep is calling me. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Well, I hope you have a good night there, Mark Dennison. Have a good night. Have a very nice night there. Hi. So there's Beat Street, Queen, Breakin', famous Breakin' record. Beat Street. I had one of these before. I'm not the original owner of this record, but I had one of these, but someone borrowed it and we never got it back. Typical. Do you have Duran Duran? I might have it, but I'm not sure. This was a popular record, but we didn't have this, right? We had the cassette version of this. Johnny O. Yeah, the damn thing, man. Batteries are running out on my... Oh, there's Prince right here. I got ruined with the damn water. Shit. I think I have to plug in my phone pretty soon. Yeah. I have to go on that. I have to plug in my phone because I'm running out of gas. Let me see. Saludos from Guadalajara. Hi, La Bamba record. Yes, I have that. Very nice. I have to plug in my phone before I run out of gas. So, my phone is running out of gas, so I have to plug it in. Okay, here's my room. Okay, I plugged in my phone, so I don't have to worry about running out of gas. So, hang on. I collected my dad's old shirt that he had in the late 80s and still have it to this day. That was very nice. Oh, that's interesting to hear of things like that, you know. Jig says, Electro says, you got to play that record. Well, yeah, I mean, I could play them, but I don't have the record player hooked up right now. Greg, hi, Greg. Does your sister still live with? Nah, no way. She lives in Rialto, and she lives over in Rialto somewhere, and in California. Yeah. I mean, cars. You know, I mean, that's all '80s. Everything you saw there, that was all '80s music. I mean, that's what we lived off of back in those times. Your videos, Angel Mint. I'm gonna put on my glasses if I could find any. Hang on, because I need to see. Okay. They're like Keto Sucks says, I was using the public transportation yesterday. Surprisingly, I seen a dude using it. Yeah. I mean, some people actually still use those. You know, even I would still use those for myself. My wife is laughing at me right now. Ryan. Yep, I'm live. And But it's most of their stuff I liked. But my brother loved that all heavy. In fact, Hector, that's his main music. Electro. Have you listened to Queen? Well, I love the group Queen, especially the album The Game. I especially like that one. I also Jig says JJ Game Show. Okay, now that I can read your names using my glasses, says I also collected my mom's sweater that she had in 1998. Well, that's 20 years old, huh? That's very good. Like Thriller is a very cool R&B album. Yeah, I mean I'm the original owner of that one album you just saw. So what else? Hmm. So let's see if I can chime in on some of the older comments. I'm hearing the cat in here. Okay, it looks like I may have missed some comments here. We H Seps is asking me, I have a question. What brand of VHS cam do you think is best? Like Panasonic, JVC, and RCA? Well, I mean, if I was gonna say RCA, I mean that's just me though. I mean Panasonic, I guess was pretty good. I guess. I mean RCA. I mean I never had problems with RCA. I mean, well, that's all I had back in the time, But it's all good. I mean, yeah, RCA. I mean, but with those right now, I mean, I know how to fix some of those right now. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see. Thanks for posting all your 80s, 90s. I watched them all, huh? That's very good. That's really good, man. You watched them all, huh? Kind of. I hate my teeth, man. Sean says, am I autistic? Well, what do you think? Well, anyway. You got them all on records. Yeah, I have much of the stuff on records, but I mean, I replaced everything on cassettes by now, or I mean, computer by now, or I just bought the CDs. The 80s will last forever. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They sure will in me. Greg says, do you miss going to an actual video store and browsing for. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of neutral on that, I would say. I guess. Well, going to the actual store, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, well, that was like we had our days. That was our times. So, how many videos from the 80s do you think you have? Well, I still have some, but the thing is, so I mean, I've uploaded a lot of it by now. I mean, I've uploaded pretty much everything that I had, but I mean, about these 80s videos, I could upload more, but it might be duplicates of some that I already uploaded. But I mean, I have to I'll still be uploading more, but might be some duplicates. Or maybe I'll just put like some short slips or short clips. Like for an example, what was in my refrigerator in 1988? Something like things like that. For an example. So I'm gonna. I don't want too much light on my face, because it's gonna scare some of you guys. Well, anyway, sorry about that, brother. Well, I don't care. I mean, whatever you guys say, I don't care, man. I mean, I'm used to it, you know. That's all right, man. You're all right. Marcus is saying, that's all right, man. You're all right, man. I don't care. I'm not going to be bothered by that. Well, anyway, Fernando says, hey, Gilbert, I really enjoy your videos. I'm 4 years old and I can relate to, I really, yeah, 40 years old. I mean, you're 8 years younger than I am. So, I mean, for you, I mean, for you, you would, actually, would have experienced 80s pretty much. So, let me see. Yeah, 80s. Well, if you were 40 years old, then you were born in the 80s, pretty much. I was born in 1970, so. What's up, killer? Now, Richard says, hi, Richard. Uh, what's up, Gil? Have you ever been to El Monte? Yeah, I've been there. I've been to El Monte once or twice. I mean, it's just like, anything else. El Monte. I mean, that's kind of like just a little south of I call it. No, I'm trying to. I'm gonna turn this around. So, anyways, I'm trying to catch up with some of these. What's the in the early '80s? It has to be "Whip It" by Devo. Wow, biggest hit in the '80s. I mean, there's a lot of them actually. I know Blondie, things on Blondie, and or I mean, there's a lot, you know. Biggest hit. Sean is asking me, does San Diego ever get hurricanes? Nope. Never experienced that. I never experienced a hurricane in my area anyway. I mean, it would be scary to experience. I've experienced this earthquake, but not a hurricane. Well, earthquakes, not even earthquakes I've really experienced. It's just small ones, you know. Electro says, you are a very cool old school guy. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's what I do best. Ephraim Gomez says, hi. So, I'm charging my phone, you know. It'll be hard to charge the phone right now, so. Le Sabre 98 says, I'm only 21, and most modern technology I have is the cell phone. Now I still use old cassettes and VHS. That's good. I mean, it's. I mean, I would be down for still continuing to use cassettes and VHSs. You know, I mean, I have a VCR right now, like right there. I mean, I'll show you right now. But the thing is, the phone is plugged in. You know, my VCR is actually in the. Well, anyway, let me see. Jig says, JJ Game Show says, to me, Gil hasn't aged. Thank you very much. Yeah, I might just have to fix my teeth, and that's all I need to do. Very nice. Thank you very much. So, I'm hearing the cat in here. The cat is in here. So, let me think. What else? I'm gonna see if I can go look at some of the comments that I may have missed. I'm gonna look for any comments that I missed. Let me see. Let me see. Let me think. Got to play that, huh? Yeah. Do you have... Okay, let me see. Less Ubre 98 says getting better with age. Yes, sir. I like my age now than I did then. Well, anyways, yeah. I'm happier with myself, I guess. History Buff 03 is asking me, what's our kitty cat's name? His name is Oofy, or we like to call him Oofy or Toothless, or we like to call him, man, what's the other names? Well, I think it's that. I mean, those two names. It's Oofy. Or, I mean, let me see. Let me see. Richard is that Trujillo is asking me if I have old collector's items. I have a few items. I could not exactly point out to any particular items there right now, but I think I have a few. So, Teeny African is asking me, not being rude, but do you miss having black hair, or are you like? That's a funny. That's a funny question there. Well, I take that as funny, but well, I mean, I'm happy with whatever. I mean, whatever I have now. I mean, I'm happy. My hair. I mean, I like being the age that I am now, I would say, but I'm gonna plan on dyeing my hair black. Yeah. I mean, I like my hair gray because it lets people know that I'm an older fella and I'm not one of these little 10-year-olds, Let me see. I would say Silk is telling me, good to know that you're, well, I am happy now. I mean, I'm happy with life right now, I would say. It seems like good times across the board, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was 1999, was 1987, was 33 years. Well, yeah, 87. Yeah, 87. Well, no, that would be 32 years. 87. Do I remember? Fernando is asking me if I remember 8-track. Well, my dad and my mom had 8-track tapes for their cassettes back in the day. And then I mean, I've had a few, but hmm. If I could have another older car, that I would probably pick out a. I'd probably either pick out uh, I would probably pick out a 1984 Mazda 626, or I would probably pick out like anything really. I mean, I would probably pick out a Camaro or something like a mid '80s Camaro or something like a V8 with the V8 and everything. IROC. Probably would pick out one of those. Or anything. Almost anything. So. Greg says, Gil has mostly black hair. Yeah. Now I'm 42 and I'm almost 100% gray, huh, man? Oh, man. Yeah, my hair, I have black. I mean, my hair is graying. My hair is gray. But I like it, though. I'm happy with my hair. Yeah. So, I wonder how the battery is on this phone right now. It's too much. No, 30 minutes. Gil has mostly. I'm 42. I think maybe I'm going to take this charger with me right now and gonna go into the garage. Oh, you don't. I'm talking to Jenny Lynn right now. Hang on. Man, you don't want to use it. I was on the data right now. Let me see. Those old Mazdas, you never see those in upstate New York. They're not. The rock boxer, yeah. I mean, I guess everything is these days because Do I have Electro's asking me if I have Prince Purple Rain on VHS? No, I don't have that show. I don't have that movie on a VHS. Play Silk is telling me if I should play a record. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, my record player is like hooked up in the garage. So I mean, it's like in these boxes. My how do we call it? Stereo is like in a box, like tucked away, far away. You know. I'll do that on the next time around. So. Yeah, it's good to hang out with our 80s vlogger or blogger so you can share all the, yeah, oh yeah, big time. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Delfino is telling me that I look like my 6th grade teacher. Very interesting. Okay. What, okay, did you do your homework? No, just kidding. Cheek Buster is asking me. Oh no. I'm telling you. Did you eat some how I call it, some chili peppers or something? Cause it's gonna cause that to happen. So anyway. Hmm. Do you got Michael Chan? Well, no, I don't have that movie on a VHS either. So hmm. Do I smoke? Sean is asking me if I have. Do I smoke cigarettes? Nah, that's one thing I've never done. Smoking is something that I've never done in my life. Smoking or drinking, those are things that I've never done in my entire life. Well, I can go and I'm gonna take this charger from my phone out with me into the garage. So, anyways, yeah, I have to have the glasses so I can see so I can read the stuff on the phone, you know. So, telling you. So, anyways, Greg is asking me what initially got me into technology and recording things when I was young. Well, it was just like a natural feeling. I should probably put up a video one day about this because that's a common question that I get. So I'll probably put a video about that. But the thing is, I mean, what one of the quick stories about that is what got me into this. It was just in me, you know. I mean, it was just in me. I mean, I just had this thing about capturing memories, you know, like it's like a sentimental thing, you know, like I wanted to catch my mom on video, or I wanted to catch memories, you know. It was just natural. It was just natural in me, you know. I mean, I was born with it, so to speak, you know. I mean, I'll probably put all this together, you know, one of these days, and I'll make a video about this. I'm gonna. Cheekbuster says, I was born in 1987. Your video brings some. They're very good. It's really good. Yes. I mean, it's nice to bring you guys back to memory or back in time, you know. Well, anyways, Marcus says, just kidding. Oh, yeah? You're just kidding, huh? I'm telling you. Right. So, anyways. Yeah. Clearing out the junk in my throat like I have to do sometimes. So, this is me, 48 years old, born in 1970, and how I call it, yeah, 48. I'll be 49 in August. Yeah. So, anyways, Marcus is asking me how old am I, and I am 48. So, yeah, clear up. So, what else? I think maybe. So, anyways, I know Jenny Lynn wants to go somewhere right now. So, I mean, I think I'll probably call it off in the next maybe a few minutes or so. Clearing out the junk in my throat again. So, hang on. Marcus says, "Oh, okay." So, Les Sabre says, "How did you think technology was going to evolve from?" I answered that question earlier, but I think, like I would say, how did I think? Because I didn't even have an idea. I mean, I like I said before. I mean, I felt like, I mean, when I was living the 80s, I didn't think that anything would ever replace CDs or cassettes or VHSs for that matter, or DVDs. I didn't think that anything would ever replace those. But boy, was I wrong. And I didn't think that it would ever get to this point where touchscreen phones, and I didn't think that it would ever get to that point. I didn't even think of that. Didn't even imagine that. I'll tell you. But I mean, boy, was I wrong with that, with some of those things that I was thinking. Telling you. uh, Susie says, Gilbert, I love your videos. I know you watch Nelson Sullivan videos. You know his friend Dick died. I think I heard that. I heard it the other day. I do actually see his videos, and they're pretty interesting too. I mean, I guess he was another person like me, like recording everything. But sadly, this guy died. This Sullivan guy died of a heart attack, from what I hear. He died kind of too early. He died way too young. I mean, I guess from the look of it, I mean, he didn't seem like he was how we call it. He didn't seem like, basing on the way I look at him, though, just the way he looked and the way the way he carried on his life. He didn't look like he took care of himself very well. Like health wise. It kind of like he didn't take care of him too good, or as well as he should have, and that's what made him have a problem with his health. I mean, and then to me, and the way it seemed like he probably had like depression or something, or I know that his mind was not in like his depression or anxiety or depression. It just looks like that anyway. It's just how he looks. Yeah, it's too bad that he died in that time, because he would have been recording in the 90s too. He would have been another person like me. So he would have had double the videos. So JL says, thanks for your videos, Gil, and thanks for keeping the 80s and 90s alive. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm here to stay. You just hop into my time machine and we'll go to any place you want. Just hop into my time machine and you'll go. So what's the first car that I ever owned? Greg is asking me. Well, the first car I ever owned was like this one right here. This is Mercury. Well, this is not the same one, but my very first car was indeed a 1983 Mercury, though. It was a Mercury version of the Ford LTD. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Susie says, yeah, I mean, Nelson was like me. Yep. He was another me. Yeah. His name was she. August Gem says, hello, Gilbert. Hi, Hi, on August. Silk says, "Who knows, man?" Susie's. Well, I hope someone can upload his video. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, someone's gotta. Somebody. I think. Isn't somebody already uploading his videos or something? I don't know. I guess like. I guess Dick was the one that was uploading his videos. I guess. uh, JJ Game Show says, "See ya, Gil. Hasta la vista." Okay, I'll see you then. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, Susie says I'm a rare video art. Well, I mean, it's nice to hear things like that because it's one of a kind. It's only one of a kind, you know. Me, that's really cool, you know. Silk says that's a sick black car. Well, I mean, this car is actually red. It looks black. Yeah, it does, huh? Greg says, yeah, I love it. I like my car. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's actually red. You'll see, you could see many more videos of my car up on YouTube, you know. Huh. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're happy with my time machine traveling. I'm glad that you're able to be a part of me traveling back in time. Yeah, I just gotta have more seats in the car to bring us back. I'm telling you. Now all I need is to get the DeLorean working so he can take us back for real. Yeah, I mean, now that's the real world, the real deal right there. Sean says, it is hot in California. California-cated? What? No, it's not right now, though. Cheek Buster says, have I ever caught any ghosts in videos? Well, no. I never found any. I never came across any ghosts in videos or anything. And so, what else? Silk says, oh, that's your Mercury. Well, yeah, Mercury. It's like a Ford LTD. It's everything like an LTD, but it's a Mercury version of it. It's a Mercury version. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Mercury Marquis, but Ford LTD is the same thing. You know, they're the same thing. Susie says, "Rad car, Gilbert." Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, it's fun being different. You know, I mean, when I drive around in this car, shit, sometimes people look at me. I mean, it turns heads. Really. I mean, back then, this car. I mean, back in the '80s, this car was just like whatever. But now, today, people look at it like it turns heads now. That car turns heads, which is a neat thing, you know. It's one of a kind. I'm one of a kind out there, you know. Lessa bre. Well, you don't need to pay me any money. You just come here and ride in my time machine. You just come in the channel and you could travel back in time for free. I'm telling you. Silk says, I have a 90s Thunderbird. Oh, you do, huh? And you love it. You have one? I want to see it. 90s. Well, yeah, I mean, 89. I mean, it went on to... I think they changed it. I think they redesigned it in 1990, or was it 91? Because in 91, I remember when they redesigned that. I mean, the 90s or 89 and... Cheekbuster says I should put hydraulics on my car. Well, my car already has hydraulics because of the how you call it, the shocks are so worn out. It feels like I'm bouncing around like a kazoo, you know. I have to replace the shocks on that car, you know. The clean car is cool that you can get a stolen item back. Oh yeah, a stolen item back, huh? I'm telling you. Well, no. If you're talking about my Mazda, shit, I wish. Wish I would have. Well, I did get it back. my item, my car, my Mazda. If you're talking about my Mazda that got stolen back in 1994, I did get it back, but it was messed up, though. I mean, they stripped everything down, you know. Yeah, that would turn my head, too, if I saw it. Oh, yeah, very good. Hopefully you come around my car one day, like driving around your neighborhood. Oh, they stopped in 90. Yeah, Silk says they stopped making Thunderbirds in 97. Yes, I know that. I seen that. I remember that, too. And I remember when they stopped doing that because they said that. They said that they stopped making those because they weren't selling or something. Because, you know, people were into SUVs. People were buying SUVs. And they weren't selling or something. That's why they stopped making them, you know, in 1997. I remember the story behind that. Finding Neverland says, hi, Finding Neverland. Sean says, you heat up a lot of polar sirens where I'm from. I'm telling you. Right. The YouTube vid says, but would you ever put tint on that old car? Yeah, probably not. I mean, I want to keep it like that because I would think of it as all original, you know. Oh, you hear a lot of, oh, okay. So Sean is actually saying, you hear a lot of police cars. Yeah, I do. Because I live next to a main street, that's why. And there's a San Bernardino, you know. I mean, a lot of activity happens in San Bernardino, California, you know. And Carlos says hi. Hi, Carla Rocha or Racha or whatever that. Yeah. Neverland says that's because the roads suck in San Bernardino. Yeah, you're funny. You're a funny person. Well, anyway. Silk said, oh, that was a different car. Yeah, I'm telling you. Greg says, Prelude. I forgot about those. That Prelude, yeah. Well, I mean, that was a Honda. I mean, those cars are pretty sporty, you know. Cut the Bullshit says, yo. Hi, Cut the Bullshit. I like your name. You guys have the craziest names. Finding Neverland says, do I eat at Alberto's a lot? Well, not that much. But I mean, we live close to one, but I mean, nah, not too much. I bought it from a guy who barely drove it. Oh, yeah? That was for the Thunderbird, huh? Early 90s Preludes were badass. Yeah, I would say. I mean, I think they had the big sunroofs on the tops or something. Well, anyways, I'm trying to see if... Well, anyways, well, I think it's almost time for me to call it the day, because usually I go for 2 hours and then I call it the day. But anyways, are you Finding Neverland? Are you from nearby San Bernardino or something? Because you seem to know the area or something. So anyways, Sean is asking me, did my mom remarry? Well, after Joe, nope. She's never remarried after Joe. After she left Joe back in 2001, no, never. She didn't get married anymore. Preludes or two-seaters. Yeah, they're two-seaters, right? I think, or they might have 4. I'm not sure. Whoever has a Prelude, can you guys chime in on that? Because I think they were probably two-seaters, right? Or they might have 4. I'm not sure. Highland Boulevard is one of the worst streets. Well, I mean, it's like, what's bad is baseline, you know. But I mean, it's like, you just don't look for trouble and you're all right, man. I mean, I don't look for trouble and I'm fine, you know. I mean, I mean, no city's ever like truly perfectly safe. Like I've seen shootings or I've seen all kinds of shit happening in all cities, all areas of the world. But I mean, you just you just don't look for trouble and you're fine. I'm fine. You don't look for trouble and you'll be all right. Lessa Brad Night says, "Hey, it's been pretty cool answering questions in real time. Thanks a lot. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm all that. This is what I like. That's what I want to be able to do. This is neat. 4 seats, huh? My mom, my mom, Sean says my mom's dating a gut named Joe too. Oh yeah, really? How funny. Maybe it's Joe Diaz. That's his name. That was my stepdad's name. Oh, Preludes or a two-door coupe? I think so. I guess so. So, Finding Neverland. You shop at Home Depot, huh? Very interesting. Well, you must live in San Bernardino then, do you? Do you live in San Bernardino, Finding Neverland? Cut the bullshit says. You are probably the earliest. Yeah, I mean, I'd been vlogging even in the early 80s with audio cassettes in the world. Yeah. Yeah, I've been vlogging even on the audio cassettes. And I uploaded some of these audio cassettes on YouTube, you know. It was awesome. Susie says, I've never been to Neverland. Susie's saying she's never been to Neverland, but I was referring to to a YouTuber's name. Well, yeah, Neverland. It was awesome. I've been to Neverland. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's on Michael Jackson's land, huh? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Uh, Silk says, did you ever in the 80s foresee you doing this shit live? No. I had no imaginations that this would ever happen. I didn't have an imaginations. Like the Jetsons, the show, the cartoon Jetsons, where they showed video screen for the phones. I thought that kind of thing could never exist. Back in my days, I did not see that ever coming, and I thought to myself, but look where we're at right now. I'm using Jetsons technology right now. Look, we're on Jetsons technology right now. I mean, never thought that this would ever happen. Never would have thought that. Hi, Rick Garcia. We're gonna meet up on Ontario, right? We're gonna go to these thrift stores and stuff. Huh. Mine is I live in, oh, so you do live in San Bernardino. Yeah, you know where I'm at, huh? Yeah, it's right there. I mean, I live in that gray house near, you have to come by and say hi to me one of these days. Just say that you can knock at the door and say, hi, I'm Finding Neverland. Oh, you never found Neverland, huh? Just kidding. Well, anyway, I mean, you just tell me, whenever. That's a good one. Yeah, San Bernardino. I lived in San Bernardino for like 3 years now. I mean, like I get a lot of commotion going on in this town. What can I say? I mean, I'm used to it. I mean, I just stay home in the nighttime. Love Life says, hey Gil, it's cold outside in San Bernardino. Don't get sick. Oh yeah. I'm haven't gotten sick and I hope I don't tonight. Yeah. Love Life, you lived like near here too, right? You lived close to San Bernardino too. Cut the bullshit says better than Casey Neistat. Laughing my ass. I'm telling you. What's your favorite Doritos? Says Gene Marquis or Sean. Doritos. I like the ranch. I like the ranch. Or I like what do you call that? Ranch, I think. Cool Ranch, I think. uh, Susie's asking, cut the bullshit, if asking him or her, saying, don't you watch Burger Planet? For sure, for sure. Thanks for uploading your videos and doing live stream. Hey, oh yeah, I'm always ready. I'm always happy to do these, to do this. Susie, don't ever get rid of you. Yeah, Rick Garcia. Yeah, we're gonna have a vlog. I'm gonna make a vlog while we're there, and I'll post it up. Do I like Chipotle? No, I'm not really much into it. Or at least I never tried it anyway. Let me see, okay. Let me see, that's Lisa Brass 98 says, the Jetsons pretty cool. I remember Henry, that handyman, filled the car with 4 wheels like we had, but it was with the new thing, George Jetson. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, the thing that's not out there yet is flying cars, but I mean, I think that don't be surprised that they're gonna start having those pretty soon. You know, flying cars. I mean, don't be surprised. You know that they're gonna be here pretty soon. You know, so. Compilation Nation is asking me, where is this video being taken from? Well, this is California, USA, San Bernardino, California. Finding Neverland says, I used to DJ in the 80s as well. Oh, yeah, I used to DJ as well. Well, I got some DJ equipment that I would like you to use when we have our next party, you know, like whenever I have the next party, I'm gonna hire you to DJ using this. It's CDs though. I don't have records, but I have CDs though. Well, anyways, 80s versus today, which era is better? Well, I mean, I like the technological part of today, but in the 80s, you know, people were more mellow back then, you know. I mean, people were not like as much of a bitch back then, you know. I mean, or they were not as paranoid in the 80s, you know, like they are today. 80, Susie says the 80s were made of different molecules. Totally different world. Yeah, it was. I mean, 90s too. I mean, it was. The Electro is asking me, do I like Tex-Mex food? I like Mexican food, yeah. I mean, burritos and things like that, yeah. Cut the bullshit says, I wish I was would have been born in the 70s. Well, I was born in the 70s. You just hop into my time machine and my channel, and you'll feel like you're in the 80s. Love life, don't you mean candle? Greg is asking me which is my favorite decade. 80s, 90s, 2000s, or... Well, in all honesty, like I say, I mean, I like life right now. I mean, I'm pretty happy with life right now because, I mean, I have everything that I've always wanted, and as far as like certain things is concerned. But I mean, it's like I've been through all of my kid life thing, you know, and I'm an older guy, and it's fun. It's fun being older in a way, in its ways, because I have a lot of things to share. I have a lot of things to talk about, and it's fun. It's just fun being older, I guess I could say. JL says, 2 turntables and a microwave kill. Microphone. Well, I do have this CD system. Never. Well, I live Love Life and Finding Neverland. Both of you guys live close to me. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, my kid goes to Shandon Hills Middle School. Do I think that the music industry is ruined today? Cut the bullshit is asking me. Well, It's hard to say. I mean, a lot of people love today's music, you know. I don't think anything's gonna get harmed, you know. Nah, not even. Man. It's not gonna get nothing. So, so, flip the van, huh? Let me see. See, how funny. I love it. I love to see it. Let me see. Susie's. Did the 90s feel different than, well, 90s versus 80s? It's kind of like that. 90s was kind of like a continuation of the 80s, pretty much. But I mean, 90s. I mean, it just had. I mean, the electronics are starting to get cheaper and everything, but they were still doing. I was still using cassettes through the 90s decade. You know. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. I'm trying to. Finding Neverland says, I used to DJ at Red. I used to go to Red Onions too. I went there before, and I even actually have a video of us going to Red Onion for the restaurant. But I actually went to Red Onion for the club too, but not too many times. But I did, you know. The 204 says 2000s were my favorite decade. Very interesting. Shia says, I love that white 1983 Mercury or Dodge Caravan. Yeah, yeah, we had, I mean, my stepdad bought that brand new, you know. Funny, man. 80s has its own vibes. So, music industry should cut the bullshit and make their better. How funny. Some really good 80s mall videos. Yeah. Is there some 80? I want to see those. Well, do I have any videos from South Central LA? But only kind of LA video that I have is the one that I made. I mean, it was the one that I made where I recorded the sports arena, but I only recorded the outside. That's the only thing I have of it, you know. Yeah, so I had to use your name, cut the bullshit. How funny. What did you ever do with your Honda Elite scooter? Well, the white one that I had, I traded that one in to buy the blue one, the blue 150, and then I had the blue 150cc one for 5 years, but I crashed it and I had a pretty bad accident going on to 1991, destroying the scooter, the motorcycle, and then I rebuilt the thing and I rebuilt the whole scooter. And then I bought parts. I bought, you know, all the parts that I needed, and I rebuilt it, and it became a salvage title. But I kept it until 1994, and then I sold it. And then I sold it back in 1994. You're the last video that you might have seen, like when my Mazda getting stolen. I mean, my scooter was there in that video. It was black. I painted it black. It was blue, and I painted it black. Electro is asking me, when are you going to Disneyland? Well, I don't know when. The last time I went there was 10 years ago, 2010 actually. And I have the video of it too. I mean, it's an HD video. Kalima is asking me, do I speak Spanish? No, unfortunately I don't. I only speak some. Only some. Some Spanish. Maybe 10%. Greg is telling me, I still remember when CDs were a big thing. Yeah. Yeah, CD. I mean, I have to say, CD. I mean, they was a big thing. And to me, a lot of people say that records are better sounding than CDs. I have to disagree on that. Well, records, they say because it's analog and it has all the spectrum of sound, but the CDs are digital. They're just digital. They only have a certain amount. But for me, I mean, I don't. I have to say that records don't sound better than CDs, and it's only because of the scratchy sounds that they have. They could never compete with CDs, you know. CDs, I mean, I got CDs that do sound amazingly clear, like no scratchy sounds or anything like that. And I have a bunch of them right here. I have a bunch of CDs right there. Okay. Hey, I mean, Les Brash 98 is asking me, did I ever try to record a witness to LA? Well, I mean, I was not close enough to go ahead and grab my video camera and do that, you know. And besides, it would have been kind of a dangerous thing to do, you know. No, I didn't think of doing that, you know. Not at the time. Cut the Bullshit is asking me, what do I think of millennials? Well, you're talking about today's people, right? Well, I mean, I'm whatever. I'm just like today. I mean, the attitudes. I mean, are not as. No, they tend to act like all cool, but I think it's everybody, 80s and 90s and today. I mean, today's millennials. You know, I mean, they're too much into their phones and stuff like that. I mean, it's too much technology that they're too much into. Like, they should put their phones away. You know, like, try to experience the 80s. You know. What time is it where I'm at? It's 8:20 p.m. right now. Silk is asking me. Keto Sucks is asking me, has your wife help you learn Tagalog? Well, no. I don't. I don't really find any reason for learning Tagalog, you know. Rewindings for losers is asking me, Atari or Nintendo? I like Nintendo, I guess. Cut the Bullshit says, God bless you, Gil. God bless you to you too. NES or Super NES? Probably NES. I liked the games from the NES or Nintendo Entertainment Center. Favorite cassette you had? KDB says, is asking me. Cassette? Well, I liked TDKs. Carl Lima is asking me, am I still married to the Filipino girl? Yes, we've been together 15 years now. 15 years. Lesapre 98 says, I understand it was a danger. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even think of doing that anyway. I mean, I didn't even think of doing that. I mean, I just didn't think of doing that back in the time, you know. Cut the Bullshit said, well, I'm a millennial. I love the 80s. Well, I mean, you guys are some of the few that love the 80s. That's interesting, though. Millennials, what I think of the millennials, I mean, it's like many of them are really into their phones and Facebook and stuff like that. I mean, it's like, and everything like that. But I mean, they otherwise, I mean, I think they have the same attitude as the 80s, I guess. I mean, but I mean, the 80s and how do you feel about the 80s being popular again? Well, I mean, I think the 80s being popular again because a lot of people seem to mention 80s, or I've seen people carrying backpacks with cassette drawings on them, you know, backpacks with the cassette or boombox. I've seen a lot of that, you know, the shirts, you know, I've seen a lot of shirts or, you know, people know the 80s apparently, you know. Stu says, just found your channel. Very nice. Welcome to my time machine. You just go through my videos and you'll see a ton of videos on. Do I speak Spanish? Well, not too much. Only a tiny bit, you know. Do you still play video games? Love video. Trigger says, not really. I don't really play video games that much. Not even the old school ones. Not too much. I just like to watch my kids play their games. Gotta talk to you, Gil. I'm gonna do all kind of things. I'm gonna do. Oh man. Finding Neverland says, "Gotta talk to you, Gil. I'm gonna be doing an All Things '80s podcast live stream. How would you? Oh yeah, hell yeah, I want to go. You, I want to do it. Yeah. Tell me when. Tell me when. That would be more than happy to. Hell yeah, that'd be fun. Sorry, God. Shia says, sorry, my comment got rejected because it's too long. Anyway, back to my story. My pop had gotten a mower called Newton Power Mower in 2006 and 9. Oh. I'm 40. Kalima says, I'm 40 right now. Thanks, Gil, for your vid sent. You're very, very welcome. It's a It's a great time capsule. Yep, you got that one right, Stu. Jail says, Gil, one of the last important question, Gil. Oh, or Transformers? Oh, wait a minute. I'm mixed up here. Or Jill, or Gil. Gil. Wait a minute. I'm mixed up here. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe or Transformers. Well, I did not used to watch those, but if I was gonna pick one, Transformers. I mean, it was I mean, I liked watching them. If I watched them, but I did not used to really watch those type of cartoons. But I would say Transformers. It was probably more fun. I mean, I liked this show, even though I didn't really watch it that much. Cut the Bullshit says, my channel is very close to time travel. Very good. Yep, you just hop into my time machine and you can go anywhere you want. Stu is asking me if my favorite rapper. Well, I'm not so much into rap, but I think probably I liked, what's the name of that group? What's the name of that? I liked Two Live Crew and I liked, Run DMC. I love that. I love their music. And of course, all of the break dancing stuff. I loved all that stuff. Do you got any U2 CDs? I probably do. I mean, I have a lot of CDs, and I have a big crate full of '80s CDs. I have a big crate full of '80s and '90s CDs. Yeah. Let me see. My favorite music in general, my favorite kind is deep house. I love deep house music. From the 90s, deep house 90s, and of course 80s, like, well, 80s and 90s. Or deep house 90s is probably my favorite kind of music. Like, for an example, Percolator Mix and How to Run a Train. That's the name of the songs. And like a lot of songs that's like that, that deep house music is like my favorite kind of music. My favorite kind. But of course, there's millions of other kinds of songs I like too. I like the disco. I like like the disco music. I love disco. Disco is another one that I really love. It's another kind of music I really love. Yeah. Yeah, Finding Never. You need to tell me. I mean, I want to do it. I want to go in there just for fun. Decoy Miata says, "Hi, Gil. Hi, Decoy Miata. Favorite '80s movie? Cut the Bullshit is asking me. Well, I mean, '80s movie. I think one movie I liked was Superman and Superman 2, like the Rocky 3. I really love that show at the theaters. I tell you, I'd like to listen to you on the '80s based podcast. What? That would be interesting. Yeah, I want to know. I want to do it. Whatever happened to that 240Z you guys had? Decoy Miata is asking me. Well, Hector, that was Hector. That was my brother. He sold it like a year later. He sold it to somebody, and then he got a cheaper car. It was a Monza. It was called a Monza. Chevrolet Monza, kind of like a Cavalier. He had to replace it with that. I'm telling you. KDB. JL says, well, good night. I'll see you, JL. Good night. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Less up, 98. Your job is to answer questions all over again like a broken record. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't mind, it don't bother me. I mean, because there's a lot of you, there's a lot of people who's new coming in here, like, and I don't mind, it's not going to bother me, to be repeated the question again and again, that does not bother me. But the thing is that I think it's a good idea that I post a video based on the most commonly asked questions. I'm going to try to remember what questions I get a lot of. Deep House is good. Yeah. Child House Mix. I'll look that up. Child House Mix 3. I'll look at that. I'll look at that up when I get a chance. Angel is asking me, do I like classic music? I like it. I like them. I like a lot of it. If you're talking about classical music or just classic music, I like all of it. I like everything. What do I think of synthwave music? Well, I would have to hear. I think I probably like that too. I like to try all kinds, of music. 80s high energy. Percolator. Well, many of you will know that song, Percolator. Yeah. Nice live, Max says. Hi, Max. USA in the 80s are better or not? Well, it depends, You heard of CX? Nope. Did you like KLF? Last Train to... No, I don't think I ever heard of that song or whatever that is. I think it's a movie, or I haven't heard of it. Don't mind skipping some. Yeah, well, Silk says, yeah, don't mind skipping some comments. These can go. Yeah, it does, but apparently, I don't have so many people that I can't catch them up. I'm able to answer everybody. At this point, but I may tend to skip a few or two because I didn't catch it or something. Have you tried weed? Nope, never. Do I like Mozart or Beethoven? Well, their music is quite unique, but I'm not really that much into those types of songs. But maybe it's one or two that I know that I like, but I don't know off the bat what the names are and stuff. Do I have any information society? Yes, I do. Well, I think I have a cassette of it, or I don't know if I do, but they sing that song. What's the name of the song? What's the name of that song? It's a song I like from them. I forgot the name of the song that I like from them. Let me see. CX is a group of live streamers. Okay. CX is a life of phone died probably. On my phone, I'm charging it right now. So which one of these? Who's the one that said I skipped my question? Yeah, I'm waiting for Lisla. Shia is asking me, do you remember Newton Moose? No. Well, yeah, not really. Well, I never really got familiarized with things like that, for the Shia's question. Yeah, he seemed like a nice, humble man. Yes, I try to keep myself humble, I have to keep myself that way, I try to. I don't like to talk shit or anything, I don't like to. But there are times when it kind of slips out, But only when it's kind of deserved, Only when something deserves it, But I try to refrain from things like that, Everyone must have liked you in school, yeah. Everybody, a lot of people did like me in school. Although, I mean, people did not used to really talk to me in school, but I mean, what can I say, you know? So, Finding Neverland, still here, huh? Any footage of 80s East LA? Well, I mean, they just have a small, tiny handful of those only. Well, it's not much, though, sadly. I mean, what years did Heckler and me have an apartment? That was in the early 90s in Corona. That was in Corona. Giovanni. Did you ever listen to Kim Wilde? Yeah, Kim Wilde. What song does she sing? I mean, I know I like a song from her. I mean, I know I like at least one or two of her songs. Must just Gil was Mr. Steele your girl? Huh? I didn't get that. Do you have any children? Yes, I do. I have two. One 13-year-old and an 11-year-old. Yeah, Angel is. Kids in America. Oh, okay, that's what I. Yeah, I love that song back in that time. You know, when I first heard it, that song was good. I love that song. Well, anyway, yeah. You know what? I think I don't know. Jenny Lynn is right now. It's 8:30. Jenny Lynn wants to go somewhere, but right now, Giovanni, Giovanni, I mean, who's the one that Lesabre? Did you ask me that question again, Lesabre? Because I mean, I could not find that question that you say that I skipped. I'm trying to find it. Let me see. Lesabre, I'm looking for her right now. I don't even know if I even see. Well, the last question I answered was, my job is to answer all questions. Well, I mean, I'm trying to find a question there. I mean, a lot of these. Oh, well, ask me that question though. I mean, I don't know. Try to. I mean, all these. Leslie. Okay. Come back. Tommy's and yeah. Tommy's. I remember Tommy's restaurant. Well, I think they still have them around here somewhere. KDB says, I just want to say thank you for showing these videos in the 80s. It reminds me of my dad taking these kinds of videos. He passed away. Yeah, that's too bad about that. Well, I'm glad that you liked my videos. Did I ever travel anywhere in the 80s? Well, unfortunately, I never did, you know. Well, my brother did, on the other hand. It was Arnold, you know. He took my camcorder to Mexico one time, yes. Angel is asking me, do I miss the 80s? Well, I miss some aspects of it, but I mean, it's just I'm neutral about it, you know, right now. So I'm still trying to find that question that one of you was claiming that I skipped. Lesla. Yeah, I mean, it was. I'm trying to. I didn't. I cannot find that question, Lesla. Well, anyways, I freaking love your time machine app. Thank you very much. Favorite car in the 80s? Well, I liked my Mazda 66. And I liked the car that my mom gave me back in my day. Very nice. Guria says, Lessa Brad 98. Me So Horny by Two Live Crew. That was my favorite. Anybody know what movie that song, the title is from? Yeah, I don't know. No, I would not know. I'm sure one of you out there will chime in. I liked Two Live Crew. Do I drive stick shift cars? Yes, I do. On this car. Shit, dang, my phone got disconnected. Yeah, my phone got disconnected. This is the question earlier. Where? Lesser Breath 98 says. Oh, okay. Do I, well, you know, about that question above there, Lesser Bread 98. I mean, Two Live Crew. I mean, I don't know what movie is it. I mean, I don't remember. I cannot remember off the bat what 80s movie it was. But I'm sure one of you guys would know. Two Live Crew, that Me So Horny by Two Live Crew. That was, anybody know what movie that song is from? Well, I don't remember what movie that's from, or yeah. Well, and do I? So KDB is asking me about driving stick shift cars. Well, this car is stick, and this is my. Dang it! Hang on. It's open from this side. This is my Kia, and it's a stick shift. Yeah, trying to. So this is my Kia. This is the stick shift. Yeah, my car is a stick. Well, anyway. So what else, you guys? Well, so right now I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it the day in the next few minutes. Call it the night. So hopefully that everything's still working, right? Let me see. I'm trying to. Do I drive? Yes. Are you guys still seeing me right here? Well, anyways, Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it the day right now. I hope you enjoyed this live video. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it the day. So it seems like, I don't know if the comments are working now or not. I don't know. It's like, it seems like it got disconnected. I don't know. Let me see. Shit. So, well, nobody has heard from Joe. I've been asked. Daniel King is asking me, nobody's heard from Joe. Well, Joe, I mean, we haven't heard from Joe since he left. Going on to 2001, you know. Well, it seems like there's no more response, so I don't know what's going on. So, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna call it the day then. And so I hope you liked this video. I mean, like, it seems like it got disconnected, I don't know, but it seems like I'm gonna go ahead and call it the day. I'll come back again and everything. So, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go now. I mean, I'll see you later. And have a good night to all of you. All of you just have a good night. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end it now.